Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. No singing, no dancing. In fact, I really don't know what direction I would like to go. I'll just go, not with the tried and proven, but I'll go with the unknown and the untold. Things that keep me up at night, but I'm not going to go with the thing that always keep me up at night. I'm going to go with the thing that keeps me up at night. Extremely rare, or rarely. You pick, you choose. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. That's all I ever want. That's all I ever ask for is an opportunity and a chance. Whether I succeed or fail in your eyes, it is okay because I got my regs. This feels like every single day, but it's not every single day. It just feels that way. Why? Because we got this special, unique bond. Why? We don't know what to call it. What? At some point in the future, insert time frame, we will retroactively say, this is what it was, this is what it is, this is what it always will be. But we got that special, unique bond. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, but you should not share everything. Sharing is caring, but you should not share everything. And I got to do it. Nonverbal communicating peeps. I'm just in the mood to give you a nonverbal communicating Pete out loud shout out. SO to you, but you don't need it. This is for every single person else that doesn't communicate nonverbal or doesn't know nonverbal communication. And those are for my nonverbal communicating peeps. We communicate nonverbal and we communicate nonverbally. If you know, you know, and that is the end game. That's what you need to strive for. Some of you regs and noobs, hey, just come back. Start by coming back and then you will get the rest. Okay. There's a lot of things that keep me up at night. There really is. And there's one thing that keep me up at night like every single night. But I will add this little caveat because I do want to maintain being a truth teller. I do want to maintain being a truth teller and wear my truth telling badge like a badge of honor because it's what I do. It is what I do. Here's the caveat. The caveat is it depends on the amount of time that this one thing that keeps me up at every night. It depends on how long I let it keep me up at night. But that's not the direction I want to go. Not the thing that keeps me up at night all of the time. Every single day, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. I'm going with the thing that keeps me up at night sometime. It doesn't occur that often. That's why when it does happen for this one thing, it stands out. It stands out like a orange hat. It stands out like purple diamonds. It stands out like yellow roses. It stands out. And this thing that I'm talking about, and this thing that I'm elaborating or about to elaborate on that keeps me up at night and that stands out because it doesn't happen that often. It's when I'm in a room or it's when I'm surrounded or it's when I'm around people that just don't understand sarcasm, that just don't get irony, that just don't get satire, that just don't get stuff that you play with words with, word play. And I don't like to bend the knee, and I will not bend the knee. So if you don't get it, and if you don't understand it, I'm just going to have to let the chips fall where they may. I'm just going to have to hope and wish that you don't let this put you in some kind of, put you in your feelings, make you feel some kind of way, or decide that you are dealing with someone who you don't need to deal with. It is okay. That's all right. You represent the 90 other % of the people. You're not alone. In fact, You outnumber me. You outnumber me. And that is the you plural. You plural. I guess because I live in this cocoon, and within my cocoon, I'm with the other 10 percenters. In my cocoon, I'm in the 10%, but there's a distinct faction of the 10%. So I'm just going to say I'm with the 2%. I am 10%, but if I break it all down, I am 2%. So I guess you can say I'm somewhere in point two, maybe. My math's not that good, even though, yeah, my math's not that good, even though I love science and I love math. It makes me feel some kind of way. It puts me in my happy place. It puts a smile on my face. It makes me feel things that I just don't think I can feel without it. I don't think so. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to have to explain. And I definitely don't want to say earmuffs because this is a family show and this is a family program. And if you need to like catch up, I'll slow down or wait. I'll just wait. All right. You caught up. Good. I can proceed on. I can go further forward because I'm within this 2% within the 10% of the overall group, where not only did I enjoy the irony and the sarcasm and the satire and the banter and all that stuff, I like it dark. And I like it dark in a funny way, not dark in a dark way. And there's a difference. There is a difference. I don't use these special abilities or special powers to cause harm or to bring other people into that space or into that place that just don't and just won't get it or understand. I'm on the other side. I like to find my peeps who have a certain appreciation for it, and we sit there and we can go and just hold a regular conversation that nobody else understand, that nobody else know, that nobody else can comprehend because it's our own language. And I'm not just saying it because these are friends or these are people that I know. I'm saying I can just come up on anybody that's within this 2% of the 10%, and we can just talk and just bounce back and forth off of ideas. And it's not like improv. Oh no, we know what we're doing. We understand where we're going. We can figure it out. And if we can't figure it out on the fly, if we can't if we can't decode the message and we can't unweave the tapestry, I'm just gonna say this ain't for us then. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. And that's not a slogan. And it's not a slogan. So there's usually no problem with that. And so that superpower, that power is used for good. That power is used to just completely go 110% in that direction and let the chips fall where they may. And this is why I say this is something that kept me up at night, this one rare time, because I'm always at least around somebody who's in the 10%. And if they in the 10%, I'll just know that I can't do 2% stuff in the 10%. I can't do 2% stuff. Sometime I'll do it. Sometime I won't. Sometime I go all in. Sometime I won't. It just depends on my good feeling. It just depends on my intuition. Because if I'm thinking about it, and I'm trying to think this out logically, if I'm trying to use my brain and what have you, then let's just say it will lead me down the wrong direction. And then I probably won't sleep at all ever again. I probably won't sleep at all ever again. And I don't need that kind of responsibility. I don't need that kind of stress. I don't need that kind of happy, happy talk. That's too much happy. That's too much happiness. That's too much stress. That's too much responsibilities. I just want to stay in my little corner. I just want to stay in my little corner. And therefore, it just depends. I don't think it out. I don't think it through if I'm with another 10%er and a 10%er and a 2%er within the 10%. It comes and goes. If the mood call for it, I go for it. If intuition say do it, I do it. If gut feeling say this feel right, I want to feel right in that moment. But the thing that keep me up at night and kept me up at night and just definitely threw me off. I wasn't and I couldn't find and I didn't know of any one or not one 10% that was around. It's like, wait a minute. Nobody understands. Nobody gets it. It's like being in a foreign country and you speaking and nobody understand the language. You go to another language, everybody don't understand. Then you just say, you know what? I'm gonna do some nonverbal communications. And then that's when you realize some of your nonverbal communications don't communicate or don't translate over into where you at. And next thing you know, you're in a bad space, in a bad place. Make the bad man stop. But who's the bad man? Who is the bad man? And that's for you to answer, not I. That is for you to answer. And that's the type of thing that kept me up that time at night, because I was like, wait a minute. I probably let's just say set in motion what probably didn't need to get set in motion. That's okay, because I can't bend the knee. I won't bend the knee. In fact, I'll just stand up straight and go the opposite direction and just, I'm ready. I'm ready for any and everything. Bird like voice. Bird like voice. So yeah, that's the thing that it rarely happens. I'm rarely out of my cocoon, and when I am out of my cocoon, I'm usually in places where other 10%ers go. And then if there's a 10% somewhere, there's a 2% chance within that 10%er that they are just like me and have a special appreciation for the dog. They have a special appreciation for having all the lights out and being surrounded by nothing but your thoughts, surrounded by nothing but the walls, and using your imagination. And might I add, sometimes you just need to ball up. Sometimes you just need to ball up. Then it just depends on whether or not that you want to stay up or not. That's an individual decision. I'm not just gonna swoop my hand and say this is what it should be. This is what it is. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna operate that way. I'm just gonna say there are some suggestions. There are suggestions. Like I gotta give a standing flea clap to the suggestions that are always made and the people who follow the suggestions. Like the suggestions was saying that this should be done, this shall be done, like an order, hey, I want this. Can you stand over here? And your order number is number 1000. And when we get to your number, you can come up and you can get your order. Something like that. But no. But big ups to you. Big ups. You continue to do that and be that. While I'll just make sure that I can just stay in the cocoon, stay in the balloon, stay in the bubble, stay walled off with my 10%. Because even the 10%, there's levels to this and there's levels to that. And I'm okay with the 10, even though the 10 won't have a certain appreciation for 2. That's fine. That's cool. Everybody can't like good things. Everybody can't want the best. Somebody's got to lose. Somebody's got to hold the L so they can eventually learn the lesson one decade. That's fine. We're not going to all be in the same place or the same spot. I can sleep over that. I can sleep on that. I don't have to stay woke for that. Nope. Betty, bye bye, I go. Betty, bye bye, I go for that. That's okay. Just as long as somewhere within the 10, I'm good. But I'm starting to realize and I'm starting to have my eyes open, not reading that majestical book that's behind them, that the 90% are starting to make themselves known, or the 90% is starting to grow and get bigger and going up to 95%. That's going to keep me up at night. I don't know why I thought about it. Oh well. Oh well. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the new and improved website. And I'm going to always keep saying new and improved because I'm always newing it and I'm always improving it. Xtra, That is XTRA, If it was too fast, there's a button to make it go back, and there's a button to make it repeat, and there's a button to slow it down. And you pick, and you choose. I gave you multiple choices. I'm just the narrator. There's a YouTube as well. Xtra VDG. Like, subscribe, share. Basically, do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you must. Comment if you must. We clap back. Or we ignore. Noob and noobs, thank you for making a mistake in coming here. Greatly appreciate it. Regs, you know what your goal is. You know what you got to do. And nonverbal communicating peeps, help the regs out. But it's something I'm not going to give you, even though I came really, really close to doing it. Therefore, I'm just going to say bye, bye.